Hello, I'm Fran. Welcome to Boston Seniors Count. We're so happy to have you with us. You know, the senior count has been around a long time, and basically it is for you. It is because of what you have done for Boston. It is because of what you have given to the other people. And so we do this show for the seniors. It comes from the City of Boston Elderly Commission, and it also comes naturally from Mayor Walsh. We thank you for joining us very much. And today, we're going to be doing a little something different, all right, which we've never done before. What we have done is we have invited a woman who is, how old are you? How old are you?
100 in a month. That was 100 in September 4th.
She is 101 month. Her name is Lena Sacramona. Lena, where were you born?
I was born in West Virginia.
West Virginia.
And when I was 2 years old, my father was a coal miner. When I was 2 years old, we came to Hyde Park.
Right.
And I've been in Hyde Park 98 years.
Imagine, Hyde Park, of course, for everybody, is at the end of Boston. Reedville and Hyde Park.
Part of Boston.
They're part of Boston from the 1900s, but they went back to the, right at the end of the whole thing, Dedham and Milton, right, is where you were stayed for 98 years. Now, you raised a family there.
I raised my family. I had 2 boys, and I got a daughter. And my 2 boys are up in heaven.
They're in heaven, right? And how many grandkids?
My daughter's good to me.
She sure is. Elaine is marvelous. How many grandchildren?
I got 5 grandchildren and 14 great-grandchildren.
14 great-grandchildren.
14.
They call you Nanny?
2 sets of twins.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Does anybody else in your family your age, older? Nobody's,
yeah.
Anybody live to be 100, 90? No. Just you.
My mother was, when she passed away, my mother was 58.
Okay, so
my father was 82. I had my father till he died.
He lived with you?
He lived with me, took care of me. I had my father, my uncle, my 3 kids, and myself.
God bless you.
And my brother. And my brother sings. Tony Sabati.
Tony Sabati.
Yeah.
A lot of people know Tony Sabati, but they don't know that he was related to Lena.
Yeah.
Tony Sabati is very well known in Boston as an entertainer and throughout.
He's a good singer.
He's a good singer, right. But Lena,
my baby brother.
Your baby brother.
I was 15 when he was born.
Right.
I was in the first year of high school. My mother was carrying Tony, and she said, "You got to stay home because I got to have a baby." So I had to quit school, and I had to stay home and take care of Tony. I made his formula. I took him to the clinic, and when he was a year old, my mother said, "You can go to work."
You can go to work.
And I went to work. I worked on Business Street, a place that I cleaned.
You cleaned
They
up.
made raincoats.
Right. That goes way back. Ellie Mason's was there.
Yeah,
and that was
Ellie
Business
Mason,
Street. Ellie Mason, right?
Right.
And then you worked at downtown Boston,
I worked in downtown Boston. I worked in Fillings, and I worked in a pressing place.
Oh, right.
They made sportswear for College Town.
And that's what you
then
did?
I went to work in the Parkwell Nursing Home in Hyde Park for 7 years.
And you cleaned there also?
And I worked till I was 74 years old.
You worked a lot of places, though.
Yeah.
Ann's Apparel, which was...
Ann's Apparel, yeah.
Women's clothes.
Oh, we had a lot of places in Hyde Park.
We sure did.
We had the Daylight's Ice Cream Parlor.
We
had Kennedy's.
Yeah.
We had the Butter and Egg Store.
Kennedy's,
We had Hyde Park Clothing.
Yeah.
We had the Fairmount Show.
Right.
We had the Hyde Park Show.
Yeah.
We had everything.
A lot of people don't know that Kennedy's clothing store started in Hyde Park and then they moved to Boston.
Yeah.
But they were originally right on Hyde Park Avenue.
There was no buses. We walked.
You walked?
We went to school in... at that time, it was St. Raphael.
Right, yeah.
Now it's Most Precious Blood. And when we walked to school, we were living in Shenandoah on Hyde Park Avenue, and we walked. We had 2 sessions. one from 9 to 12, and we walked, and the other was from 1 to 3.
Yeah, well, you went home for lunch because they didn't serve lunch.
We went home for lunch, and we walked.
And then you walked back.
No buses.
No, nothing. And then you went back far, and then you went home again, right?
Yeah.
It was this type of thing. But raising children alone, Lena, that was hard.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't hard?
It's hard now.
Yes.
It was easy then. They did what you told them to do.
Okay,
Yeah.
they obeyed you.
Yeah.
They obeyed your whole thing.
Yeah.
Makes a difference.
Yeah.
Now you see your grandchildren, and it's different with them.
Well, they're much different. Yeah.
It is the whole thing.
But that's their life.
You just do the best you can, right, with everything.
Yeah.
I want you to tell us about that grandson that asked his father about love. What is love?
The 12-year-old boy asked his father, "Daddy, what's love?" And the father said, "What's love?" Well, he said, tonight your sister's boyfriend is coming. Watch them, and you'll learn all about love. So the next morning they go down to breakfast, and the father said, "You learn all about love?" "No." "Your sister's boyfriend come?" "Yeah." "Well, what did they do?" "Well, they fooled around here a little bit, and then they took a walk in the woods." "Did you go?" "Yeah." "And then what they do?" "Well, he took his pants down, she took her panties down, and I didn't have to go, so I came home."
Oh my God, Lena. I know you love telling jokes. Two things, jokes and bingo, right? You love bingo?
And Foxwoods.
And Foxwoods.
And poker.
Poker. Imagine all these years playing poker.
Yeah,
But you learned a lot from your father because you lived different, you ate different. You think that's why you got to be 100 years old?
Yeah, well, the Jewish woman says to me, you had a hard life, but that helped you to be strong.
Right. It's right. And you always say no drugs.
Yeah, no drugs, no drinking, and no sex.
But 2 out of 1, because you had children.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Okay, if you say so. But your life, you were raised on vegetables.
Yeah.
You were raised on different food.
Oh, we had, and we didn't have a bathtub. We took a bath in the tub, and everybody got in the same water.
When this is way back now, when you were little.
Yeah.
And your mother and father were raising you. How many were in the family? Do you remember?
Well, my mother and father were born in Italy.
Yeah, no, but how many were in your family? Your brothers? How many brothers did you have? How many sisters?
Only had one brother.
One brother.
Two. One is up there.
One is in heaven,
yeah.
okay.
He's praying for me.
All right, that's very good. But you've had a very interesting life.
Yeah, well, I did.
In Fatty's basement, you met all kinds of people.
All kinds, yeah.
And you dealt with people through
And then
life.
you took a lot of crap, too.
I think you did. It's funny. You're 100 years old. How many people live to be 100?
Not too many.
You believe in a God.
I see on TV. I see the other morning, one man was 107.
See?
Yeah, but that's no good.
But that's okay. He lived good. He must have ate good.
I want to go up there while I'm still standing up.
Okay, you don't want to be in a wheelchair or in the bed.
Not in bed.
You want to be up to do it.
No.
But the food you ate, you said helped.
Oh, yeah.
That helped you a lot, right? And to this day...
My mother made bread 3 times a week.
Homemade bread.
Yeah, and we didn't have much pastry.
No.
Only what she made.
Yeah.
Once in a while, she'd make a cake.
Right.
But we didn't have cookies and all that stuff.
No. See, you didn't eat the odd stuff. You ate the Monday one thing, Wednesday spaghetti, you said?
Yeah.
Saturday night hot dogs.
Yeah.
Right? That was a steady thing.
And Sunday was chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Right. And you had to go where to get the chicken?
Yeah. And there's a man living where I live, and we lived on Eastern Avenue.
Right.
And I used to cross the railroad track and go up to his mother's house because my father won't eat cold storage chicken. And I used to go by the live chicken.
Yeah,
and I used to kill them.
You had to track the neck. My parent was poultry business. You had to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
But see, you live different. You live completely different.
Yeah.
You went to church. You raised your children.
Yeah.
You knew what life was about. You had a husband.
I took care of my mother till she died. She was only 58. I had my father, my uncle, my brother, my 3 kids, all by myself.
All by yourself.
But I took care of them.
Right.
John, my uncle got married, my father died, and I had my 3 kids and myself.
Right. So to the people who are listening now, what would you tell them about living a long life? How to get peace?
You tell them you have to do what your head tells you to do, and the best is good for them.
Okay, do what your head tells you to do, and the best is for them. Interesting. You never thought you would have lived this long, would you?
No, never. I would have never believed it.
No.
Yeah.
One of the 100-year-old people here in the city of Boston. It's unreal. We can't believe you. We thank you for coming in. Today's not a bingo day, so she was free.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's a bingo
afternoon.
day. Last night was a bingo
Monday night,
Yeah.
Wednesday night, and Friday afternoon.
It's her
and
bingo.
Sunday, St. Catherine's in Norway.
She goes to St. Catherine's in Norway. She was a very pretty lady, very thin. She worked at Ann's Apparel, and they made her try on dresses. For those of you who remember, a lot of seniors remember all of these stores that we're talking about. Kennedy's Butter and Egg, though, everybody remembers.
Butter and egg.
And
We had high-pot clothing.
Yes.
We had 2 ice cream parlors.
Remember that?
Daylights.
So it's unbelievable.
We had Grants, we had the 5 and 10.
You did.
We had the Leaders.
Right.
We had a couple of shoe stores.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Lena, so much. I hope that some of you, she's brought back memories about the different places throughout the city. You know, it's really something when you think about all the years that have gone by. But we thank you, seniors, for listening to be part of us. I hope you can pass on to some of your neighbors and friends what you've heard today. It's just, what can I say? But we are just now going to end our part, and we'll be right back. We thank you very much for being with Boston Seniors Count. And Lena Sacramona, what can we say? An absolute angel. Thank you for coming on. Mwah.
I love you.
On behalf of Mayor Martin J. Walsh
and the Commission on Affairs of the Elderly and the Corporation for National Community Service,
Boston RSVP,
and the Boston Senior Companion Program want to thank you for your service and sacrifice.
Thank you.
What you did. Welcome back to Seniors Count. I'm Annette Richardson, your host, and today we move to Boston's Retired Senior Volunteer Program, also known as RSVP, to see what they've been up to in honoring our veterans. And my guest today is Taisha Jones-Horner. Hi, Taisha.
Hi, I'm so happy to be back.
Nice to have you back.
Thank
so
you.
we just saw the video of We Thank You. So can you just tell us a little bit of how that happened?
Yeah, that was a video that our volunteers, the Boston RSVP volunteers, and the Boston Senior Companions put together as a way to thank our active duty military people that are on active duty military, their families, and it's just a way to say thank you and that they've been on our minds. And we did it to commemorate September 11th, National Day of Service in remembrance.
Good. So where did the video take place?
Well, we did a nice boat outing. We invited the volunteers and the companions out for the day on the water, and we had lunch, and they, it was out on the harbor. And we also did filming at the YMCA in East Boston, and this group of this woman's chorus. The challenge was finding someone to cover that "We Thank You" song by Sam and David. It was a hit back in the day, and we just had to find a good chorus that can cover it because it was a challenge, and we did, and they did an awesome job. We was jamming at the YMCA and had a good time.
Yeah, and I was actually at the boat ride for that.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
The seniors ate. They had a nice little lunch, and the good thing about it, you can't tell how windy it was. Looking at the pictures, but they were so stoked about being able to say, thank you to the veterans and stuff.
And the special messages, we think you're strong, you're courageous, and we love you. So, that's the best part of that video. It was great. Love it.
And it's not just, it's to honor the seniors, the veterans, but not just like for Veterans Day. They should be honored every day, just to be remembered every day.
Yeah, and what better way is to have the older adults. You think of your grandparent or something. It's like sending a hug overseas or wherever they are. We're thinking of you and we love you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I saw it on I think it was on YouTube. I saw it, and it was really heartwarming.
Yeah.
Because my father was a veteran. I've got a couple of uncles that are veterans.
Me too. So do I. And cousins. Yeah. And they all loved the video.
Yeah, they enjoyed it.
It's very personal.
And it says that we appreciate. It's always nice to be appreciated for whatever you've done, especially stuff like that. Their hardships and things that they go through. Being away from home and being overseas and being put in danger and standing up for their country. So that's stuff that's
and it's
really
positive.
important and it's positive. Yeah.
We have to keep them uplifted in our prayers, and that's really what our volunteers and what our senior companions wanted to do, and they were just so excited to be a part of it, and in the chorus as well. They jumped to the opportunity. They were they were great.
They were fabulous, and also we have to give honor is due as well, because we were striving trying to find a song for
the
that.
Director of Boston RSVP, Patricia McCormick.
Yes.
She brought that song up, and we was just thinking what? Sam and David?
Like who?
I thank you. And then when we heard it, you didn't have to do what you did, but you did, and I thank you.
Yes.
So we all jumped to it, and
it was wonderful.
We found someone to do the song, and they did an awesome job covering it.
Wonderful. It was good. I really enjoyed that. And I hopefully out there in the audience, the seniors, I hope you all get a chance to actually watch it again. And I believe you can see it on YouTube.
On YouTube, on our Facebook page. And share it, and just get the word out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to send it to as many military families and veterans, and so they can see it.
Yeah, send it to the shelters, the home where the
anywhere.
veterans stay. The hospitals. I think they would all appreciate
Send
that.
it to your relatives.
Yeah.
We all have
somebody. Everybody has somebody who served.
Right.
So I thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming, for coming and talking about this wonderful video, the thank you video.
Yep, that we have a special team.
We have a special team.
We sure do.
We work well together.
Yes.
We enjoy what we do.
Yes, we sure do.
Okay, I'm not trying to bang my own drum, but I really appreciate Taisha worked very hard on that.
And Annette, it was Annette's idea to come up with the digital video, and we all worked together and pulled through in about a month's time, and everyone just came together, and that was the end product. So
that's good. So can you tell me something like what has been done in the past for
well,
that
last year they did a letter writing campaign where they all wrote letters to active duty veterans or military, and they sent it out. So this was something different, something where everyone can have access to it via the internet.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I love technology.
I sure
Sometimes
do.
it works for
My
you.
tech buddy.
Sometimes it works for you. And I know how much you suffered and sweated and strived to make it right, but it came out beautifully.
Thank you.
Came out beautifully.
It was good to have you. You know, we work well together.
Yeah, we do, and we do have a really
great
good team. Yeah,
We sure do.
we have a wonderful team.
And the best volunteers and the best senior
definitely,
companions.
yes, definitely. They're very conscientious. They work hard. If we need help with something like this, they're more than well.
Yeah, they jumped to the opportunity to be a part
Yeah.
of this video, and that's what I loved the whole process. It was great.
It was. And I thank you again for coming to be
Thank you
on
so
the show
much
with
for having me. I always love coming. It's a good time.
Wonderful. So, and at this point, we're going to say goodbye. And again, maybe you get a chance to watch the video again. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you get a chance to watch it again and share it with your friends and family. If you can bring it up on your computer or your internet, however you do it, or get one of your grandchildren maybe to help you with it. But again, I thank you. So this session is brought to you by Mayor Martin Walsh and our Commissioner Emily Shea. And to contact us, please call 617-635-4366. Or you can call the Mayor's 24-hour hotline at 617-635-4500. Or you can see us on the internet and Facebook. And you have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.
I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright blessed days, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think to myself,